Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
That was lovely, that.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, Red, nice interception. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Batistuta. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. De Bruyne. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ricci. Threads one in. Buongiorno gets over and intercepts. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove for them?
Oh, what has happened here? Ball comes in. Tries to get it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Çalhanoğlu providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's De Bruyne. Çalhanoğlu receives it in a wide position. And De Bruyne! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
De Bruyne. That's a good ball out wide. Approaching the half-hour mark. De Bruyne. Barcelona finding their passes. This looks promising. Hangs in a cross. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Højlund does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Politano. De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. Ricci. So, what can they make of this? And he's intervened well there. Oliveira. It's Lobotka. De Bruyne. It's a really well-measured ball. Politano gets into a good position. And that has been cleared. Højlund. Nice control. And it's De Bruyne. Ah, that's a fine interception. Politano. Politano! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Politano. Guendouzi. Not the most accurate pass. McTominay. And he's been shifted off it. Oliveira cuts out the pass. Played out to the right. Well, that has not gone well. Gilmore. Out to the right. Now it's Politano. It's a pretty loose pass. Çalhanoğlu does. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. Politano. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Serginho. And the shot goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona go into the lead. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, well measured. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be...
Has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This is their second corner of the game. McTominay with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Guendouzi. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Stood up well to him there. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Great vision. Batistuta looking to get on the end of this. Oh, important interception. Lobotka. De Bruyne. And here's Batistuta. De Bruyne. And that has been clubbed away. McTominay. It's a throw-in. Lobotka. No, he's not getting past him there. Ricci. Hoyland. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's fabulous. Another chance from a corner. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played in deep. Serginho gets rid without sophistication. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Batistuta is herring after that one. Gilmour. And it's De Bruyne. And it's McTominay. No, it's come to nothing. Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Lobotka. Buongiorno cuts it out. McTominay. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Ricci. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's picked his way through.
Habrá 3 minutos
An
de
instinctive
descuento.
delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's De Bruyne. Ribéry.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. Gilmour. And that's that. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win.